Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima, this is a little loud. I'm here playing Monpiece by Idea Factory and Compile Heart. This game is a bit of a toughie to cover because I'm not very good at games, I'm not very good at card games, and I'm not very good at games that have boobs front and center. So, this is going to be very difficult to cover. By the way, the press email I got with my copy of this game said precisely, well, it was in very avoiding language, but it basically said, please remember that there is a card game on top of everything that would be controversial about this. And I gave them the benefit of the, well, it's a reasonable wish, I'll put it that way. It's a reasonable wish to want your game to have more exposure, that you would, the best exposure would be the gameplay and not the titillation. So as we can see here, I've got 8 hours and 30 minutes in this save game, so we're going to load this data right away. This game actually has some weird saving systems, like, for some reason, your system data, which includes your money, your rub points, your save, let me try that again, your cards, your card decks, they're all on one part of the save, and then there's a second save you have to do, which has your story data, so you have to remember that saving only affects your system data, and you have to remember to save your story progress. It's a bit of an odd mixture. I wonder why they didn't just do both in one, but okay, that's fine, I guess. So let's go and have a look around. First of all, we've got the system menu, so we'll go have a look at the options. This game does not have English voices, unlike Mine Zero, which actually makes you change Japanese or English voices in the load screen for some reason. You can check your message auto skip options, your message speed, and your individual volumes. It's fine. So we'll just confirm that. And also in system, you got lots of save slots, as you saw before. Like a ton of them. I don't know why you would have more than one save slot for story, especially when the story has its own individual balance, and playing through it more than once seems like a bit of a waste with really good stuff. So, I don't know. In the museum, we've got event CG, and this is the sort of stuff we're talking about when we say titillation. Yeah, this is just a random story event that pops up, or at least a CG behind it, but you kind of get the idea when you see that. You can also come here and check the opening movie and the mythology. This game actually does have a story, but it's kind of cliche. Bunch of girls wandering around the world trying to save their friend who was going and taking all the magic crystals. I imagine there'll be no major spoilers as far as spoilers actually go, but this game doesn't have that much of a story to begin with, so I wouldn't worry about it. You can also do sound testing, which is pretty nice. You can also transport to earlier areas of the world map, although if you clear them all out before you do, there's really no point in going backwards. Let's come and have a look at the shop. First of all, there is actually an online shop with this game, which basically just is the DLC shop, but we'll go and have a look at that later. First of all, we've got card packs, and I like how the very first card pack it puts me on is fertile. And look at all that art. Look at it. It's very nice art. I'm going to try and not break into a massive song about breasts while I'm playing this. I promise. But anyway, we got lots of different card packs here. This game is a collectible card game, in the truest sense of the word possible. And the more expensive card packs have better cards in them, but this is one of those games where, I don't know how many games actually do this, but this is one of those games where the card packs that are most expensive have all the cards beforehand. So if you don't buy a lot of cards, you might get cards from the very beginning of the game, and that can get really annoying. But we're going to open a bunch of cards here. We've got one special in the middle there, that's a fair start. Now we're just going to turn these all over, and we've got all sorts of different cards here. All these things must be very confusing. We will continue on to these as we go on. This will be a very long video. I'll be trying to cover as much of the game as possible. Might even go online if I can, if there's anybody playing at this time of day. I am playing the American version. I don't even know if this game's out in Europe yet. Probably isn't. Probably be out like tomorrow or something. Ooh, a new dragon! And a new beast! Yes! That's nice, I actually kind of like that. My deck is pretty heavily focused on lane control with melee monsters, so getting a really powerful dragon is actually really nice. So as you can see, you can buy card packs, you can also buy items. Some of these items are one use only during battles, and they'll actually give you a little bit of a boost. So if you actually need it, it might be a good idea to pick up a couple of these. You never know when you might need them. You can have 3 items in your pouch at one time, you can only use 1 during a battle. So having 3 ready for any sort of situation would be a good thing to do. You can also buy seal stones. Seal stones are actually required by the time you upgrade a card. you may need to get a seal stone in order to make sure you can unlock cards. And you can also come into the online shop, which we will do right here in order to show off how much of this game can actually be purchased via DLC. The answer is not that much, but there are some things I don't disagree with, because there are reasons. Which I will do once this game actually decides it wants to load. Come on. Come on, there's nothing going in the background. I never have anything going in the background. Come on. Seriously? Really? Oh. Okay, so here we've got all sorts of things that we can buy. We have 3 card packs with extra cards in them. So if you get a little bit stuck in the game and you want some really good powerful cards, you can buy them from here. I don't know if you can buy these cards over and over again because it doesn't have that thing on the store with the blue thing that's like you can buy this over and over again. You can also buy different items. Like this item here. I don't know what this is all called. Why is it all called Monster Monpiece? I have no idea. But as you can see here, you can buy things that like advanced units, 1 space. You can also buy the blue seal stones and all that. I don't know how you would get the seal stones in normal gameplay. Not yet. Other than buying them by grinding them, which is kind of strange. And you can also buy all the items, like as you can see, randomly discard 3 cards. These are 1-use items, so I don't see why you'd want to spend 50 cents on them. And getting 1,000 rub points and 2,000 rub points is pretty easy. So most of the stuff that's only worth buying here... Oh, look at that. Smart ass girl. So most of the stuff that's here is buying voice packs for the card rubbing, which is kind of odd. Microtransactions really don't add anything to this, and I don't know why there's so many of them. We've got network play here, which we'll go through first. Now, we'll probably come back here later, but this has a weird system where if you get 6 master rings, you get the choice of either getting rub points or a card pack. You always want the card pack. And strangely enough, it's a bit odd because you have a choice of either buying these rings or going in and fighting on online matches. But even if you lose, you get master rings. So, as a matter of fact, I don't know how it works. I've played a few online battles, and every battle I've finished, I've gotten a random amount of master rings. So, I'm not really sure how that system works in its entirety. We can also come to the item room to set up our items, as we can see here. That's weird. What happened there? Okay, yeah, we can set up our items here. So we can... I'll put this fruit parfait here, inflict 3 damage to all enemy units, that's pretty good, and adds 2 points to rub stats after battle. I'm not 100% sure what that actually does, so I'll just use the 1 HP thing there. We can also check our items here, and we can also check our master rings and our seal stones. I have no idea where I got that seal stone from. I think I might have found it on the world map. I don't know. So we're going to go to the card gym and actually look at the cards here, but we can also... let me try that again. We'll start down the bottom. First of all, gallery. We can check the card art of all the stuff that we have, and we can also check up close, and we can also check all the abilities and all that, but we'll get to that in a moment. Training, we can go back to any area that we've been to before, and we can play against the monsters that we've played against before. And as you can see here, it actually tells us their dex stats on the left. First crush rub, we'll get to that. Open card pack is where you go to open packs that you've bought and you don't want to open immediately. There's also where you can open packs that you've won during battles. If you get a really good rank, there's a higher chance you'll earn different things from the... Let me try that. There's a higher chance you'll earn better things, like better rewards, better items, and better card packs, obviously. Now let's actually go and organize our deck. Our decks can have a maximum of 40 cards in them at any one time. As we can see here, I've actually got a 40 card full deck here. You actually start out with a 30 card deck and some cards in stock. Fill your deck up to 40 cards as soon as you can, because you can actually win some of the earlier battles in this game by just winning through endurance, by keeping your enemy back as far as possible. And pretty much every menu in this game can be, played around with using the touch controls, which is actually really nice. Like, everything in this game can be done by touch. It's really good. And you've also got your controls constantly scrolling up in the top right there on every screen. So if you forget exactly what you want to do, well, not a problem. You can just come here and do it here. What's this card like, I wonder? The Wyvern. Her belligerent and cocky traits combined with her reckless behavior gets her into many scrapes. She's also proud of a long tail. That's actually a really good card, and I would like to put that in there. But first of all, I'd just like to show off everything else. And as you can see here, we've got ways to sort your cards. I've also got mana, so if you want to see how much money you need for stuff, you can check here. I'll get to this as we go on, and you can also see down the bottom there, melee ranged healer buffer. I don't have that many healers, but I've got a lot of buffers. And the buffers do tend to help out a bit. You can also create a deck, change your name, and delete your deck. And you can go and sell cards and stuff like that. Alright, so there's no putting it off any longer, is there? So, the main system of this game for upgrading your cards, each card has 3 tiers, except for the bonus Neptunia card, which has 2 tiers and then goes back to the first tier for some reason. I don't know what that's about. But, we've got the Crush Rub. Crush Rub is what you do to upgrade your cards from one level to another. As you can see here, we need a Seal Stone. I don't know how you get a Seal Stone in regular gameplay, I've said that before. We can also go to the stock cards, which is actually what I want to do, because I want to upgrade this dragon and see if it's any better when it's upgraded. So every card can be upgraded twice to 3 levels, and every time their level gets upgraded, their art gets upgraded too. And their art can actually change a fair bit. So I'm just going to go back to the gallery, because this is actually a really quick menu system, and I really appreciate it being quick. So as we can see here, this is level 1 of the Basilisk, but if we come over here, level 2 of the Basilisk is a little bit more naked, and level 3 of the Basilisk is much more naked. However, there are some cards that do not do this. For example, I just need to find one that's actually a actual issue. I know it's around here somewhere, I need to look for it. It's here somewhere, come on. Okay, here it is. This is a card that got censored. You can actually get level 3 of every card, but for some of the cards, they've been censored, so you don't see the different monster, you don't see the different art, you only see a level 2 picture with a level 3 card. And they also removed it from the gallery here, so you can't tell. That's kind of annoying. So yes, this game has been censored willingly by the publishers. They didn't make any effort to uncensor or at least get the game through without any censoring, which kind of disappoints me. I wouldn't have a problem with the censorship if they tried and they failed to get it through Sony stuff without the censoring. I would not have an issue with it, but unfortunately, it did happen. It did get through without actually trying to get through censorship, and that disappoints me. So, we're going to actually upgrade one of these cards here. It costs rub points. At the end of each battle, you get money and you get rub points, and sometimes you also get seal stones. So, we're going to upgrade this card. We can upgrade as many cards as we like, but some of these cards actually get worse as the upgrading goes along. Like, one of these archer cards that I've got here, if you upgrade it once, it'll get like an extra attack and an extra health, and then you upgrade it again and it loses like 2 health and 1 attack, but it gains a longer range. Longer range in this game isn't very useful in comparison to having higher stats, so sometimes you want to upgrade just 1 card at a time and see what the benefit is for level 3, and then you can say, oh well, I want to upgrade all my cards to level 3, or I don't want to upgrade all my cards to level 3, I want to upgrade them to level 2, etc. It's a very complex system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the rotation so it's correct for the rubbing. Now, the rubbing works like this. You use the right analog stick to move your cursor, you move your camera around, and you want to be looking for rub spots like this. This area is a rub spot. If you find the right rub spot, you can do things like rubbing and tapping in order to upgrade that meter on the left. Now, I have to be very quick about this because you have a 1 minute time limit to pull it off. So you have to find all these sensitive spots and do things like tap them or rub them or anything you like. And if you get enough of the hearts going at once, which is kind of hard to do while you're commentating, you get what is called an extreme rub, which freezes the timer and gives you a little more time to get your meter up. Once you have meter to 100%, it upgrades the card. And the card usually comes with some new stuff. Oh wow, that's not very good. It's got a new ability. And this new ability is lose 1 HP every turn. So this is a very powerful card, but it works on a time limit. That's a bit of a shame. I wonder what would happen if I upgraded it again. That's probably not the card I want to upgrade. That's the card I want to upgrade. Let's see if I can upgrade it again and see if there's anything better on the level 3 upgrade. And the touch spots change on every card and also every upgrade of every card, so you have to go and find the new areas to upgrade. I don't really get why this has to be in the game, to be honest. The concept is that you have to touch you are the controller of the monster girls, and therefore you have to touch them in a specific way in order to get them to level up. And you can hear in the background that there is actually speech that sounds like seductive speech, and every girl has their own individual voice. It's a bit odd. It's all a bit odd. I can imagine why and when this comes up, you have to rub both the back and the front touchscreen, which can get really annoying, because on the Vita Slim 2000, which is actually what I'm using right now, you can't rub them, like, directly in ratio with each other, and it gets really annoying. Now, that is an awful upgrade, and that's why you wait to see how the upgrades work. As you can see here, it's gained counterattack, but it's actually lost a bunch of health, and it's actually still in the exhausted state. So it's a little bit depressing that some of the upgrades are actually outright worse, and it actually costs 7 mana to put out now, and this dragon costs 5. So sometimes it might be better to just keep a lower version of a card. But meanwhile, you've got a card like the Hydra here. If we just come back to the gallery, we can check out the dragon, which I've upgraded here. As you can see, the first level of it is 3-6, then it goes up a level, it gets 3-5, but it can move right away, and moving right away is a really powerful ability in this game. And then in this version, it gains 2 attack and loses another HP, so that is actually pretty, what you want is up to you. You can choose whether to have the stronger attackers or the better defense. That's all on you. So, again, those upgrades are better, but the upgrades that are basically outright worse are a little bit more disappointing. So let's actually go and play the game, since I've spent about 18 minutes at this point in the menus. So this is the overworld, and for some reason they try and style every single name of each city after a Japanese region. So for example, if I just pop back out to the transportation menu here, we'll just take a quick look at them. So Kunagawa, Ginuma, and Honolulu I don't recognize, but Hokkaido and Kyoto, yeah, those are definite references. And Fukuoka, I think Fukuoka is a area of Japan. That's what I think that's right anyway. But yeah, it's all weird parodies. It's like, are they supposed to be parodies like that? Or are they supposed to be the actual things that got really badly mistranslated? Because one of the monster girls you actually meet in this quest is Fia, F-I-A. But for some reason, her card, because she's actually represented by a card in this game, gets translated to the word fear, F-E-A-R. I don't know if that's on purpose or if it's just a parody for the sake of parody, but it's a bit odd. And we're going to go straight into event here so you can listen to the voice acting a little bit. Oh no. Oh, an EX bonus. An EX bonus will sometimes be triggered at the beginning of battle. When an EX bonus is displayed, battle conditions will be displayed. You have to choose one. Depending on the condition you select, your victory money or rub P will increase. A true master always selects the most difficult condition. And we are actually going to get into a battle, which is a bit of a shame, because I would have liked to listen to the voice acting. Voice acting in this game's alright, but it's Japanese, so, you know, you never know. So, you have a choice of things to do here, obviously, and it might actually be a good idea to get to the 40-second time limits immediately as soon as you can, because there are actually time limits online, like 40 seconds for a turn, so let's actually use this time limit. Coin flips, I'm going first. Now, in this game, you get 3 mana per turn, and there are ways to increase this amount of mana. The thing is, my deck is actually designed around actually passing the first turn, and actually getting 6 mana to start off with, so we're going to do exactly that. He's put down a card that lets him gain mana. Now, cards can't move on their first turn unless they have the right ability to do so. We're going to put down this card here. Or should we, actually? No, we'll put down this hybrid just to stop him in his tracks for a little bit. Now, every card has a set of things about it. For example, the color. The color creates what's called an aura bonus. And the aura bonus gives you bonuses depending on how many cards you summon at the same time. So as you can see, how many cards of a specific type you summon in a row. So as you can see here, I've summoned a yellow dragon, so now I get a little bit of a bonus to my mana count. And if I get another yellow monster, which is highly unlikely, yeah, I didn't think I would. If I summon another one out, I actually get a extra bonus on top, which gives every unit I have 1 attack, 1 defense, 1 HP, I should say, and an extra mana on top of that. And on top of that, we've got the stats down the bottom. You've got attack, HP, and mana. Every unit has attack and HP. Magic users have mana. Magic users have mana. So mana is basically your... how many times a magic user can use their special ability. There are 4 types of units in this game. There are the buffers, there are the healers, there are the ranged, and there are the... Crap, I just lost 2 monsters in 1 turn. That's not a very good start. And you've got the range, you've got the melee, you've got the healer, and you've got the buffer. Now, the healers stand... As long as your healers and your buffers are behind your unit by the time they get around to attacking, they get... Oh, wow, he just fused a dragon with a dragon. That's going to be a really hard thing to defeat. I think we're going to ignore that for the time being and just leave that lane to him. So you can fuse cards in this game, but we'll get to that in a second. So I just got a small aura bonus. So yeah, as long as your healers and your buffers are behind your unit, when they get around to attacking, they'll get the bonus, which is either healing them for X amount of HP, or buffing them for X amount of HP. And I've just done a little bit of a buff here, and he's just fused a couple of dragons together, which will not turn out well for me unless I get a healer behind him immediately, but I don't think I can, and I've already fused once, so I can't give him another fuse. That's a bit of a shame. So as you can see, he's 16 HP. That's going to be really tough to beat, so I'm just going to put him down here. Also, every card has, as you see up the top, mana. Every card has a mana cost, so you have to have the right amount of mana in order to summon monsters, obviously. Obviously, getting the little buff to your mana by getting 2 or 3 in a row is really important. Everybody starts out with 3 health on their headquarters, as they might call it, and once they're attacked, obviously directly by a monster, you lose 1 health, and if you lose all 3 of your health, it's game over for you or the enemy. What else is there that I have to talk about? Those abilities up top. Those abilities are actually pretty special things. Like, I hope he's out of range. I hope he's out of melee units, because seriously, that's kind of nuts. I'm going to pass this turn because I need the mana. Oh god, what was I saying again? Yeah, the abilities. So the abilities are all different for every single monster. Ouch. So, as you can see here, we've got a few different monsters. Like this one here. Let's just hit the ability. This one can't move, but when it's destroyed, it takes a lot of extra damage, and it's actually got a range of 4. That's really good. I'm going to put him here to attack the middle lane, so I can take that thing out while I've got the chance. I get 3 extra mana because that dragon died. And if you fuse a monster over the top, it will actually, like, remove or add that new skill. So if you fuse something with a new skill over the top, it will gain that skill. So you could actually overwrite a beast with another skill if you wanted to do that. It's actually a pretty cool little system. Unfortunately, you can only fuse monsters once, so once you fuse them once, you can't fuse them again. And they also get the stats. So if I fused, like, this Demi-H on top of something like the dragon there, it would gain 3 attack and 4 health. But you can only fuse monsters which are of the same species. So, there are a lot of different elements to this game which make it tick, and it's a very, very deep and interesting card game, and you can build a lot of strategies with it, and I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun to figure out what strategies you want to do, and what exactly you want to attack, and what exactly you want to defend against, and it is just a jolly good time, and the multiplayer is actually really good as well, especially how you can get... Oh god, that's a bad thing to deal with. Can I fuse anything on top of that dragon? I hope I can. I can't. Damn. That's not going to end well for me, is it? I think I'll put this... I'll put this here and hope that... Yeah, it won't last. Yeah, that won't last very long at all. And yep, aura bonus for him, so he gets a ton of extra power. And he's got a lot of mana, so he can probably pull something out of his ass and try and attack me straight away. Man, I think I'm actually kind of underleveled for this place. This is kind of ridiculous. What can I do? I guess all I can do is try and stop him now. I'm probably going to lose this game. This is a pretty strong deck. And as I said before, I'm not very good at card games. Yeah, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose terribly. This is bad. This is really bad. Wow. This deck is actually a lot stronger than last areas, which is a bit devastating. Jeez. Probably need to go and spend all my Crub Rush. I kept trying to say Rub Crush points. They call them Rub Crush points in this game for some reason. And every time I said it, it was like, eh. I just couldn't get it out correctly. And every time I felt myself saying it wrong, and yet I still couldn't get it out correctly in the end of the day. God damn it. Eventually, the battles do turn into this, though, where one player gets a definite edge in lane control, and they end up having to just be constantly putting out cheap units to try and just fend off the attacks for as long as possible. But I don't think I'm going to pull it off, so I'm just going to pass and let him come and steamroll me. Disappointing, I couldn't win my first game, but at least I put up a goddamn fight. Games can go for a fairly short amount of time, but yeah, sometimes they get a little bit dragged out, and you end up fighting back and forth for a lot of arena control, which is a... God, this is hard. Man, I wasn't having so much trouble in the area before. Man, damn. Alright, I think I'll go and find something a little bit easier so I can show me steamrolling someone else. So we'll go to the card gym. We can go and practice. Whoops, one too low. And thankfully, practicing actually gives you a decent amount of money and cash. So if you need to grind a little bit, it's not that much of a problem. Alright, so we'll go and fight this monster girl here on a different arena. And as you can see, the rules actually get harder as time goes on. The enemy only starts out with like 1 or 2 health at the very beginning, so you can actually get used to the game. But eventually, they get up to your level with the rules in the game. So as you can see here, I've got a fair few dragons that I can put out at this point. A lot of dragons. So I'm going to put her right there because she can move immediately. Take this one out. And I've currently got advantage on lane control. The music isn't that bad either. Have a listen. Japanese flavor to it that I really like. Turn it down just a little bit more. There we go. So, Monster Monpiece is actually a really engaging game. Outside of the, like, obvious, where it's just, you know, it's obvious that there's a bit of titillation in it, and there's an obvious reason why that's there. I just got my aura bonus, so that monster there is going to be really tough to beat. It's really good to get one of those really strong monsters at the very front of the pack immediately. Alright, let's put out this one here, and that's a 6 attack, so if we put him there, her there, I should say. I keep referring to things as hims. Yep, there we go. We took out both his monsters, and we caused him to lose his aura chain, which is great news for me, because that thing doesn't get a power boost. And now I'm going to put this out for the bonus mana, and then I can follow it up later on with that 4 card over there, that 4 buffer. And I can get my massive aura bonus, get a little bit of health back, and yeah, this game is really strategic at times. Alright, let's get my aura bonus, shall we? So as you can see, it's all about getting lane control. There are games where you want to just have minimal defenses on 2 lanes and then focus entirely on just 1 lane. Because the best way to handle this game is through just controlling a single lane. But then again, there might be other strategies you have where you constantly throw out small things to get a ton of mana and then just spam really powerful stuff. And then there are a lot of ways you could play this if you put your mind to it. And I like that a lot. It's a good way to handle your card games. You can have like no healers and just have like 1 constant line of buffers. You can have all sorts of little strategies that you can do. I'm almost at the point where I'm going to win this game in 1 turn, so... Alright, so what I'm going to do here is... What can I do here exactly? Oh yeah, that thing's really powerful. Can I fuse? No, that's a bird and I need a beast. Alright, let's just put this down here. A little bit of a buffer to get behind it to help it. Alright, so I've won next turn no matter what, so... we don't need to worry. But those two go down. The final one gets through the cracks, and we win. And I actually get a pack for that, which is really nice. You can even go back and grind the old bosses if you want to get free card packs. If you get a really high rank, you get some cards. It's as simple as it gets. Let's go and open that card pack. It won't contain that many useful cards, but we can go have a look anyway. And we can always go and sell cards off that we don't need and get more packs out of it, which is pretty... Whoa! Holy shit! Oh man, that would be so good if you could fuse it with something that actually overrides that stop move. Yes, I like that a lot. Look at that rarity. Cards even have rarities in this game, so you can see C. It goes from like H to S, and that's a really rare card to get. I love it. I love it a lot. It even tells you who the illustrator is for all the art. That's pretty cool. I wonder if I could upgrade that and get it any better, but that's a really rare card. I don't actually want to use that. I don't actually want to upgrade it and find out it's crap, because I actually want to keep that around for my deck. That's amazing. So let's go on the network. This game does have ad hoc and network battles. Let's see if there's anybody here we can find. We can come here and earn seal stones and stuff like that. I imagine that would be the other way to earn seal stones other than grinding money and paying for them. That's kind of annoying. I wish it didn't work that way. I wish there was another way to earn seal stones and master rings other than paying for them. And there's a lot of different lobbies, and you can change the rules, and there's also a no DLC lounge. I wonder what that's about. I didn't think this game had DLC outside of just the cosmetic and the sound stuff. Alright, let's go to this here, and let's see if we can... It appears they're all busy. So let's just hit create room and see if we can find someone. I'm probably going to get my ass kicked because this game doesn't have any ways to like balance who you fight other than the ranking there. As you can see, I'm an F right now. You start off at F-. If you fight someone online, they might have a miles better deck than you, even if they've never played an online match before. So they'll go up the ranks really quickly, but if they're on F and you run into them, you're just doomed. But thankfully, you get master rings for surviving battles, even if you lose them. So it's not that horrible of a thing. You can also use items online, and apparently they're really good in PvP, according to someone I know who's actually played this game a lot more than I have. Let's see if we can just find someone. We just have to wait here, I guess, and wait for someone to come through. It would probably be better if we went to the other lounge and tried and just left a lobby there, because there are people playing online, but unfortunately there's no sort of queuing system or anything, so you can't play with other people. It's a bit weird they spread the little lobbies out so thin. I don't know why they would do that. If I don't get anyone in like the next minute, I'll go back and fight another AI enemy. The AI in this game can be kind of dumb. It can pass over some moves that you can make, but it's not really... It's not that bad of a deal. Ooh. 7 wins and an F+. So I'm going to get my ass kicked again, but oh well. We can also pick what master ring we want to get. So that's the thing. There's no voice chat or any chat at all. I'm likely going to be absolutely destroyed here, but, you know, it's a free master ring. Alright, so we're going to play online. This mode does have the time limit, as I said, and also if you're not the host and you're playing at a relatively long distance, there'll be a lot of loading in between turns. It can be kind of annoying, but, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Alright, I might as well start off with this thing. Keep her back so he can't immediately attack. This might give me a little bit of an edge to start off with. Some more good music going on here. And if you use the right analog stick, you can actually check like the stats of specific cards. So as you can see here, hold left on the analog stick and you can check the attacks. Hold up, you can check the species. It's a fancy card game. The UI is great, especially since you can... Oh dear me. Oh wow, that is a really strong card. I'm going to get destroyed. Jeez, 6 mana and wow. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna get owned. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was dumb. That was really dumb. Why did I fuse? I should have just summoned it normally. Damn it. Alright, so he's choosing the pass. I'm gonna just finish off my... I'm just gonna finish off my aura here. Oh, oh, I know. That's a red. That's a red arranged unit. That's not gonna be a massive issue. He's probably going to fuse something with that beast to keep it alive. At least that's my guess, but who knows what he'll do. Can't check the arena while it's your turn, although you can use the analog stick stuff. Also, apparently that is a really powerful card because it can increase its own attack. That's not very good. Oh dear. There's that lag I was talking about, by the way. Waiting a few seconds before my cards become available. There we go. I can send that one in and hope for the best. Probably not the best idea. Actually, better idea, we'll get this one up here, see if we can start building this lane. Yeah, that buff might actually help that unit survive a little bit. The buffing only works during attacks, so... So yeah, as I've said before, you can get your ass kicked if you get matched up with someone who has a miles better deck than you do. So yeah, as you can see here, building up a real, like, really strong thing to work with here. That's gonna be a real pain to deal with. Alright, if I put this, I'm gonna put this out here just to distract this lane for a little bit. And then we're gonna bring out the Massive Dragon with the big aura bonus and see if I can deal a good enough damage to take this line out. It might happen, but it probably won't. So this game does have a lot of strategy and stuff to it. Okay, 2 attack. Is that enough to kill that thing? No. Thankfully it's not. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring out the big dragon, get the aura bonus, and destroy this line in its tracks. So yeah, I've just taken out 2 of his monsters at once, which is a really good move, because it means he has to decide whether he wants to focus on the middle line or the top line. So there is a lot of strategy, and I like that a lot in this game. It's just I suck at it so badly. It's a really good game in general. It really is. I'm enjoying this a lot. It is a lot of fun, and it is available for $30 on the United States PlayStation Store, and it's available for €30. I don't like the DLC. I wish there was an easier way to get seal stones and, you know, stuff like that, but, I mean, they're tiny things in the spirit of things, and, I mean, I'm enjoying this game enough to be able to ignore them without much issue. So I've got a choice here, either fuse with that or fuse with that. What do I want to survive more? Probably the beast. Unfortunately, he gets mana from that, which might not do me very good. He's probably going to put something on the bottom lane now that he knows I've exhausted my mana resources. Most of my cards are mana 3, so I really need to, like, chain my auras if I want to get my mana up, and if I can't, I kind of get screwed. Nope, he's actually not got much to stop me at the moment. So let's see what I can do. I can put down a couple of fairies or just a normal hybrid. I think I'll pass. Man, that beast really doesn't have much health, does it? It's probably going to die this turn. I probably should have put a... Yeah, it's dead. I probably should have put a healer behind the buffer there. That's a shame. It's dead. And now I've just got the buffer there. Now, I wonder if I have anything I can put behind it to help that buffer out. Apparently not. I'll put this dragon out here just to stop him from getting too close. Ooh, yeah, counterattack. That's painful. Thankfully, if you kill it off on with one attack, it can't attack back. It's pretty fancy. Yeah, that's the Neptunia card right there. And it actually doesn't have that much going for it. It's a good card to start off with, especially if you upgrade it, but eventually you'll get better stuff and you can just dump it out. That's the only blue card in my entire deck. The rest of my deck is just greens and... reds, and yellows, because having 3 or 2 colors be the main focus of your deck is probably the best thing for aura chains. Probably a bad idea to focus on this lane when this dragon is pretty much going to die next turn anyway, but yeah, this is just for fun. Yeah, if he summons a blue, he's going to get... Oh no, that'd just be a mana bonus. My dragon would survive to the next turn. I'm just talking strategy here because I don't have much else to commentate on. You've seen the rest of the game. The rest of the game is very good. That's what I believe. It is a very good game, and unfortunately most people are going to be turned away by the fact that I just masturbated a girl on my Vita screen. I am... Can I... Yeah, I can get Neptunia out, but she wouldn't survive the next attack, so what can I do here exactly? Well, I can summon this one out and get my aura bonus. That wouldn't do very much, but... Alright, we'll just get the aura bonus and the bonus attack in. Unfortunately, that leaves him free to move down the... Yeah, I really should have put it up front, shouldn't I? Damn it, I'm not thinking. Think, damn it, think! Side of my face is bloody sore now. And when you watch the PlayStation Vita Pets video, if you skipped that... Oh god, that's not good! Wait, what?! Holy crap, it can attack 3 spaces in melee?! That's overpowered! OP, man, OP! Game over, man. We'll just put this down here, because I've got no aura chain right now, so it's not worth the effort to actually start building one on a blue, so... There is a ton of strategy in this game, and I kind of get worked up trying to figure out all the strategies to win. I have trouble against the AI, admittedly, because I'm not that good at card games, and I've mainly been building on the standard deck. I should probably go and build my own deck, but... I won't. I probably won't get around to it. I hope that this game contains an online community for a long time, because, you know, it might get impossible to get really good cards after a while. Okay, what's my plan here? Well, that thing down the bottom is really dangerous, but it's also being backed up by something that's also equally as dangerous. So, this is not going to end well. One way or another, this will not end well for me, so... What should I do? Oh, Christ, I really don't know what I can do at this point. Can this do anything? Enemy... Yes! Go out there! Get buffed! Attack! Damn it! Oh, that's not good. Oh, well, at least it's got lots of health, though, so it'll survive to the next turn, and then I can start focusing on distracting him from the bottom lane there. These kind of battles can be really tense, especially if you're... Oh, damn! Oh, that's not a very nice fuse. Alright, I've got a choice. Save my health points or save that buff. It's got a lot of health, too. That's not going to be pleasant. Oh, I'll go for the... Oh, I can't even fuse with that. Damn it! Alright, let's just put this here. We might as well just lose that lane. There's no real point. We'll wait for that buffer to get all exposed, and then we'll attempt to... And we'll attempt to destroy the buffer with a dragon. Neptunia is still up there, just moving along. Oh, I had to open my fucking mouth! God damn it! Oh, that's nasty. Alright, one down. Alright, let's get a dragon in there and slow down that buffer. Not much else I can... Well, actually, no, we'll put this one down. Wait, no, actually, we'll put this one down and get a... yeah, this one would be better. You'd get a better bonus. So we'll just put this one down here and... Dealt 2 damage to a ranged unit. Unfortunately, that unit was not right in front of me. Okay, so that really strong dragon is going to be dead next turn no matter what he does. So, unless he has an item to use. And that would really suck if he pulled out an item. Nope, he's not pulling out an item, but he's certainly trying to... Yeah, he's just killed off Neptunia. That's not going to be pleasant to deal with. 2 archers on that lane, and they've got really long range and really high HP. Those are really bad combinations to deal with at this point. Let's see. Not much else I can do, really, so... Question is... Yeah, I think I will put a dragon right here and get this lane started again, and we'll wait for those things to get closer before we try and do anything about them. Because it's going to be painful trying to deal with them. Wish you could change music mid-battle, especially when the music gets a little bit repetitive, but that's a minor gripe. I wonder what it would take to build a decent online community for this. Oh, wow. That's nasty. That is really nasty. The end of this battle is drawing near. Wait, do I have anything green and cheap that I can... Yeah. Get the 1 mana bonus. Finish him off. I'm probably going to lose this fight. I don't stand much of a chance with that top lane coming really close. Especially that 11 HP. Wow, that is so going to be really hard to deal with. Is that a level 3 card? It looks like a level 3 card. Congratulations, Victor Viper. That's a really strong deck you got there. Yeah, he's just going and infused another beast, and that's going to be really difficult to deal with. 5 HP. Do I have anything that can do 5 damage in 1 turn? No, I don't. Excuse me. Oh, I don't have much of a choice. I don't have much to work with. I'll start getting rid of this lane, because why the fuck not? He's probably going to fuse something over the top of that. I don't think he can completely... Can he? He can. Damn, he can win by 1 attack. That's annoying as hell. Some cards are just outright upgrades, so when you get to a person who's been further in the story than you, it can kind of get annoying, as you can see here. Nope, he put something down there for some reason. Okay. Probably to stop that thing from getting too far forward. Yeah, I'm going to lose this fight. There's not much I can do about it, really. But we will take this one out. Not saying we're not going to put up a fight. And we can chain this fairy and this demi-age for a small aura bonus. It won't be much, but it'll help. Wow! Damn! Not good. Let's just put out this fairy here and get 1 free damage, I guess, and then we can just bring out the demi-H we got there, and we can do some massive damage and maybe start that lane up again. But with the rate these guys are coming down, and look at all that goddamn health! Jesus Christ! Okay, dragon, demi-H, there. Also did a fair bit of damage to those archers there, so that might help a little bit. 9 HP up, I'm down bottom, 13 up top. That's not going to be pleasant to deal with. I don't have many good items for this sort of situation either, so I just have to keep chaining auras and hope I can pull something out of my ass. I don't think I can at this point, though. That's going to be the main issue. Yeah, I lose. I am not beating this. This is... God, what is that, a unicorn? A centaur. Okay. Let's see. How much attack can I do? 5. Do I have any abilities on these? No, I don't. He's probably got heaps of abilities on his cards. I'm running out of time. What do I have in my items? Fuck it. One down. And a bunch more to go. Might as well just put it up there. I'm going to lose this game anyway. Yeah. So I'll have to chain on a couple more dragons. Thankfully, I can do that. But it isn't going to stop me from losing this game. I'm kind of screwed no matter what way I play this. Yep, buffer. Wonderful. At least it doesn't move immediately, so I get a half-decent chance. Turn 24. Alright, we're going to put down a dragon to stop that archer down the bottom. The one down the bottom is the one we have the best chance of defeating. So, we want to try and defend this lane here. Movement increased by 2? What? Haven't seen that effect before. So yeah, we'll just bring out this this one over here. This Demi-H. I don't even know what Demi-H is. Because, yeah, that one down the bottom there is going down. It is dead. It is deader than dead. So, yeah, that one down the bottom there is going down. So, oh, he's bringing out his Neptunia card. That's interesting. Okay, yep, that one's dead. So now we bring out the Demi-H and get a little bit of a boost to our attacks. And maybe we can clear out this field. Maybe? Don't think we can... Or we can bring out this dragon here. We've even got enough magic tears. Ooh. I will hold on to that. I will probably need it. That said, let's get you out there. This is a really long match. These matches can drag out for a while, as I said before. Sometimes it doesn't end with people getting absolutely clobbered. It ends with a really, really tense stalemate where the next card can really screw up the plans of any one player. That's a little nasty. But nothing I can't deal with. Okay, my aura chain's done, so I can bring out anything I like at this point. Do I want to bring out the yellow? Because if I bring out a yellow, I stand a chance of not being able to complete my aura chain and leaving myself in a real fit. No, we'll bring out a green instead. I swear to God, if I end up winning this, that's going to be amazing. I don't think I can at this point. But if I can, like really low probability can, that would be incredible. Let's see. Okay, I want to chain some greens, so let's... Okay, yeah, let's put this one up front, get a little bit of an attack in on that Neptunia, because that Neptunia has counter-attack, so yep, that one does immediately. It was going to move further no matter what I did, so... Can it actually... Yeah, it can destroy that dragon in one hit, damn. Should have put out something stronger that could have lasted longer, but... Oh well. Okay, yeah, he fused that dragon. He knows he's gonna win, or at least he's gonna get very close to it, so he's pumping as much power into that dragon as possible to keep me from getting it. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. Okay, first thing I'll do is put out this dragon here. Should I... Well, I don't really have... Yeah, the buff I would get wouldn't help me out, so let's put the dragon out here. No ranged attack to really stop. Yeah, he knows he's in a good spot with that thing, so he's trying to put down as much as he can to get as far as he can. And that's never a good thing to deal with. He knows he's really close to winning. Man, Victor Viper, you have been a really good challenge. And a pretty damn good way to show off this game. Let's see. If I want to continue my chain, which I really do at this point, I want to put this out. so I can put out my beast next one and keep him off me for as long as possible, but I'm pretty sure my defenses are going to wear down eventually, and I'm going to have to let that thing through and win. I just can't see it going any other way. Unless I manage to outlive him by managing to... Yeah, unless I manage to... Oh, wow, yeah, this isn't going to end well for me. Either I stop him from winning this turn, or I stop him from winning next turn. I don't have much of a choice. Down you go. Yeah, I've lost, but that was a really, really good fight, though. That was a really good fight. He knows he's won, too, because... See, now he's got 2 things there, and I can't summon 2 cards in 1 turn, so he's won this. And unfortunately, I can't bring out anything half decent to at least put up 1 final stand. So, out you come. Good fight, sir, but you thoroughly bested me. Just adding insult to injury, aren't you, mate? Oh, I don't get any more master... Oh, I get 1. Okay. I think you get more if you win. I'm not really sure how that works. Okay, it's been 56 minutes. Wow, okay. For some reason, it says no network connection detected there. So, that was a look at Monster Monpiece. Really, really good card game. I really hope that you don't get turned off by the fact that you have to masturbate girls with your Vita. This is actually a really good card game, and I really enjoy playing it. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say about that. This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.